Hello, everyone. Welcome to Triple T Thursday. That is tips, tricks, tutorials. I'm coming at you as your host, Shelly, also known as Shelly Saves the Day, and I'm so excited to be chatting with y'all. One of the topics that I wanted to most talk about with you all today is the power of your YouTube community. Now, why I want to talk about this? Well, there's many reasons, but before we get to them, I was going to say the first one, the most important, because I don't know, maybe it's not the most important to you or whatever. It's going to be a really important question that we have to ask everyone first. And that is, of course, what's in your cup? That's where we talk about what you're drinking and sipping on. And one of these days, I swear, I think the perfect merch for us to have is a what's in your cup, or like, guess what's in my cup type of cup. Don't you think? I think it should be. I think it should totally be that one of these days. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Okay. Now, Poland Springs water. Of course, Adam's Exploits is here and drinking Poland Springs water. Good to see you, as always. Now, maybe Pixelpia will also pop in and we can talk about how she had talked about this last week a little bit. Also, there we are with coffee, right? And we also were talking a little bit, right? We want to talk more about community. We want to talk about building community. And I thought that it might be fun to have a quick discussion. First of all, you may also notice, you see, maybe you don't notice. That would be like so, like me full of myself to be like, you notice that the set is different? It's not really different. It's just that I'm standing up today. What? I'm standing up today. Score Bunny. What's up, Jonathan Gatson? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. And so this coincides with one of my goals that I have right now. She's in her healthy girl era, I guess, of some sorts. I am getting over a cold. I still have the cough, so if I do that, please excuse me. But one thing that I got during Amazon Prime days is a walking pad. You know, the thing that stands underneath your standing desk or something like that and allows you to walk. And I've taken out the chair and I've put in my walking pad, which is actually quite a feat because there's a cabinet directly behind me. So if I just like trip and fall, I will totally biff it. But I just got this set up yesterday and I was thinking, we'll see how loud it is, okay? I don't know if I'll be able to do this all the time while we're... Oh, she's mad. Let me see if she's going to start. And we're not going crazy here. We're going slow. Okay. You tell me if it's too loud, all right? And we're going to see how this goes because I'm going to be walking at my desk. I'm trying to get in some steps and stuff. How loud is it? Unbearably loud or just like, okay, it might be unbearably loud because it's coming through in my microphone, but I don't know what it comes through. So one of the reasons I want to talk about community, I've had a doozy of a week, y'all. Okay. So a few things happened to me in this last week and I was like, wow, there's so much to chat about. In my weekly accountability group that meets on Tuesday, we always go over some of our wins. Oh, you can't even hear it? Oh, shut up. That makes me feel better because to me it's really loud. We go over our wins and then we go over opportunities for the week, right? And you know what I might also do? No, because I can't reach over there. Do I dare? I also, because it gets darker and colder so fast in the wintertime, I got one of those little happy lights, the circadian rhythm type lights for more light and whatnot. And you're supposed to use it mostly in the morning, but I finally got it set up and it was before bed. And they were like, yeah, using it a couple hours before bedtime might actually like mess you up. And I was like, And it was a small buzzing sound. Yeah, I'm just trying to see, is it annoying or is it okayable? Because if it's annoying, I can totally turn it off and I can just stop walking. I just won't get my steps in. But I'm trying to, get my office in order, get my space in order, be more motivated to be working. And so during this Tuesday call, I was going through some of my wins, and it's very rare that I have any to share, honestly. And then it's more often the case that when we get to opportunities, I just have like this long list of things that I'm like bitching and moaning about. And this week though, I had something, I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, you're not going to believe this. I actually have wins. Who is she? So I'm going to share my wins with you because y'all are, kind of like my accountability group online too, and figured why not? It's only fair. Watch though. I'm watching the screen and I'm not watching and I will literally trip and fall at some point. So there's the added suspense of will she, or like how long until she falls down? We're going to find out. Also, I don't know if it's shaking the camera. I should probably not put my hands on the desk since the camera is also attached to my desk, so I don't want it to. But maybe if I also backwards just a little bit. So let's talk about some of the wins that I had. And whilst I'm doing this, I would love to hear some of the wins that you have and for the last week. So I'd love it if you put it in the chat. Okay, let's share. And also if you want to put an opportunity or a challenge or something that wasn't so great that happened to you also in the chat, let's share. Okay, we're doing this. So I was saying, number one, while I was at Vid Summit, I was talking to a friend of mine that we've just known from conferences and chatting, and we're both Seattleites, and we were both there at the conference, and I was just kind of like, we were just shooting the breeze and stuff, and, my husband was there, and then he was saying something about how the company on their branded YouTube channel may or may not, it's difficult for him because he is like a brand owner, but he doesn't always want to be on camera. And I was like, that's a mistake. You really need to be, but you can always still bring in other people, blah, 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 all this stuff. And then I said, oh yeah, there was that one creator that we talk, and I'm like, there's that one creator that reached out to you and said they would make some videos for your channel and you were going to put them on. How did that go? And he was like, it kind of fizzled and blah, blah, blah. And he's kind of like, yeah, you were right about some of the stuff and some of the other stuff. And I was like, it's cool. You never know until you try and learn and grow. And then he said, yeah, but we really do need to make some more. And I was like, drop me a line sometime. Maybe we'll work together. I'll put some videos up or I can help you out. As long as I don't have to be like the face of, and I don't have to be the only person. And I don't want to have like a whole channel makers thing going on, right? Which, did I tell y'all that I did talk with all of the other peoples at Channel Maker? So not only did they see my video, they agreed with some of my video. And that was an awkward but fine, in the end, conversation. It was just interesting to hear kind of like their points of view and how some of the stuff that went down, and just interesting in general. Some very nice people over there. Okay. And I have an under desk walking pad. I'm trying to get my steps in. I just got it yesterday. So we'll see how long it takes me to not be motivated enough to be doing this, but I'm trying. But I did ask if the noise is too much for you. You let me know and I will stop and I'll just stand still on my walking pad. So he's like, oh my gosh, no, really? Like, seriously, do you want to maybe, like, why don't you talk? Why don't we talk after we get, back? And I was like, well, I'll be in New York and whatnot. So let me hit you up right after I'm back from New York and everything. He's like, yeah, sweet. So we had a chat, and turns out that we're going to do like a part-time kind of contract employment type of thing for the next 6 months. And maybe I help them with, some back-end management of their YouTube channel, maybe help them make a couple of videos and, help them get their content calendar in order. So your girl kind of got a part-time job. So there's that, because I've definitely been thinking about, should I go back to work? Should I get a job? Should I do something, but still something in the creator space? So I feel like this is hitting a lot of those boxes. They have no restrictions on the type of content that I can make on my own. They don't have any problems with it being a boot wall in the background. And he's very nice as a person. So I'm actually really excited to be working with them. So starting November 1st, which is just in a couple weeks now, I will be doing some part-time work on a contract with them. So, and that is all because of community, connections, conversations that you have, whether it's meeting people or reaching out either online or seeing them at a conference or whatnot. Those are the types of things that are going to happen. Now, that is a good thing that happened. Now, something that wasn't so great that happened to me, and I'm sharing this with you all. was I had two different people reach out to me last week for YouTube consultations. Crazy. Like, that hardly ever happens, okay? And the first one came out of nowhere. I've never worked with this person. I've never seen them. I've never seen their channel. I've never interacted with them. And they needed help doing something that I have done before. I've made videos on before. They were feeling a little apprehensive about, and they wanted my assistance to do it. And I was like, bet, got you. Y'all, and I'm just sharing this with you right now, it sent me into a tailspin because I was so confused. I'm like, why is this not working the way that it should? So much more to this story, but one of the reasons why it wasn't working is because someone else had come in previously before me and also tried to assist with some of the effort, but maybe they had stopped shy. And so if you know anything about like back end there and channel levels of permissions, there's primary owner, there's managers, editors, there's people who can do captions, there's all these different roles. And for you to be able to do certain things inside of YouTube Studio or to make changes to your account, you have to have owner, manager, or primary owner type of access. Turns out that when they had set this up with someone else for help, they had the wrong level of permission, so I could never see the menu that I wanted to see for us to be able to accomplish what they were asking for. So once I finally figured out, we got to change around some of these permissions, then I thought we were home free. Kind of do the thing. I think that we've done it, right? I'm thinking, Keechy Peen Jelly Bean, right? Send them on their way. And then I get like an email like, I don't think it worked. I don't think what we did worked, blah, blah, blah. And I want to take a look at it. And I was like, so confused because I was like, I know we did all the right steps once we got through the permissions. I know because this is something I've done before. I've done it personally. Like, I've helped other people with it. That's weird what you're describing. So I'm like, okay, let's get on a call. Let's see if we can fix this. Okay. And then I shudder to think at this point, okay, like basically it ended up deleting the YouTube channel associated with the account. Like everything. Like everything, y'all. They're freaking out. I'm freaking out. I'm like, what the heck just happened? I've never seen this before. Like, this is the worst nightmare. This is the worst case scenario that you can think of. This is like catastrophically, I'm going to get sued for, I'm worth nothing. Okay, my company's worth nothing. But like, can you just imagine someone comes up and says, by the way, you don't have a YouTube channel anymore. All your videos are gone. All your watch time is gone. All your subscribers are gone. Gone. And I'm like, no one wants to hear it. This has never happened to me before. But I was like literally in shock. I was like, this has never happened before. Okay. And I was just like, damage control. What can I do? What can I do? And let this be a lesson to all of you, any of you. Because I did not know this person very well, and they said, I want to do X. I never stopped and asked them, why do you want to do X? I just said, okay, yeah, bet, I'll help you do X. We shouldn't have done X without, and I will never help someone do X, again, without a lot of questions first. This was one of those where it's like, yes, I know how to do that, or I thought I knew how to do that. I'm going to help you do this without even asking the right questions. Like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this today? Okay. So we're in a tailspin and I'm going through my mind being like, I don't even know what to do right now. I try and jump on with YouTube chat support. They won't help me because I'm not that person. I'm not a manager on their channel. They don't even have a channel. They're not in the partner program. They won't help me. So they basically hung up on me. So I reach out to my network and I'm like, what can I do? Who can I talk to? What can we do to create a ticket to undo this? To like, this is irreparable. I am shitting bricks at this point, being like, what the hell just happened? I'm so confused. I'm furiously chatting behind the scenes. I'm trying to like Google questions and answers and all the time being like, I'm here with you. Just want you to know this is what I'm trying. This is what I'm doing. I'm not leaving you. Like, and then I'm like, if shit goes completely sideways, I will re-upload all of your videos. I will create a new channel. I will stay with you until you're monetized. I'm like, I don't know what to do at this point, y'all. I am freaking out. I am freaking the F out. Like, I don't know what to do. Okay. What would you do in this? What would you do in that situation? So, bless this person's heart. I did reach out to someone who works at YouTube, right? They're like, I can try and help create a ticket, but I don't have much going on, you know? And I'm like, I will take anything at this point to give any kind of, like, whatever. So, this is because there is a network of people that I have, like, to try and, even though there's so much that they can't do, right? And bless their hearts, they were like, I have so many questions, but right now none of that's important if someone is freaking out on you. And I'm like, bless your heart, you get it. And he's like, well, here's what I can do. And I'm like, no promises. By the way, it's like 5 o'clock on a Friday. Everyone's gone home. And I'm like, I love this for me. And, you know, Monday is going to be like Indigenous People Day / Columbus Day. Like, there's no guarantee that anyone is going to get back anytime soon. So, you know, just let them freak the F out all weekend. And you too. By the way, I was already feeling sick at this point. I was even more sick now. Sick to my stomach and sick with the runny nose, all the stuff, okay? So as I'm starting to run through all this, I'm like, what can I do to reverse it? What can I do? Like, how can I go back? How can I, like, and I had gone down all these avenues, and he says, like, accidentally delete something, try and hit restore. I tried to hit restore. Nothing happened. I was saying, okay, you know, we've submitted all we can. I can only say that best case scenario, someone would reach back out on Monday. Okay, I got nothing else for you right now. But, you know, and they also won't contact me because I'm not on. So you're going to have to let me know if you hear anything. And by the way, here's my personal cell phone number, which I give to no one, right? And I'm like, here's my personal cell phone number. So as soon as you hear something, you let me know and I will do the same. Although I'm pretty darn sure they're not going to be contacting me first. They say, okay. And then we get back into it. And all weekend long, I'm checking YouTube, typing in the username. Can I find this person? No, I cannot. And I'm like, oh, gosh, dang it. I think the whole channel is gone. I hit restore. Nothing is working. I think it's gone. Okay. And I am spiraling down as much as one can. I like immediately while I'm on the call with this person, because I went back, I watched the recording of it because I record all of my calls, not only for quality and training purposes, but like cover your own ass in the future. What the heck, what button did you push purposes? I went back and I looked and I was like, no, we did the right steps. This option would not have been available if we hadn't got it to the right stage. And then when I hit the thing that said like, this is happening, I should have left it at that and been like, you know what, we're not going to keep touching it until like some time has passed. And again, back to if I had asked enough questions in the first place, why are we doing this at all? We could have avoided some of this, okay? So Monday comes around and they're like, have you tried this? Have you tried this? Yes. Believe me, I have tried it. So we're doing it again. All of a sudden, the next day comes around, that channel, when I do a search, is back on YouTube. Yeah. And I'm like, the fudge? Is it back? Is this real? I went to my husband. I was like, look for this name. Do you see it? Yes. I went into another account. I Googled it. I put it in. I'm like, do you see it? Yes. Now it says like, joined 10 years ago. Here's some comments starting to trickle back in. And I'm like, oh. Am I a miracle worker? Am I a magician? Did I raise this channel from the dead because I hit the right buttons, supposedly? Maybe. Did it just take all weekend to update and just freaking us out? Maybe. But anyways, I'm like, okay, this is great news, right? Tell me what you see. I see nothing when I log in. I'm like, that's exactly not what I want to hear, okay? So I'm just like, I don't know, man. Give it another day or two because now all the stuff is propagating back. I'm seeing stuff there. So the most important thing that I can say right now is that it exists somewhere on the interwebs. Your channel is there with all of your videos. Okay, that is number one, first and foremost, the most important thing I can say. I'm like, later, we're going to figure out why you can't access it, why you can't see any of your videos, and why you can't comment, obviously, because you have no channel. And so, I don't know why I'm sharing all this with you, because I'm just trying to make y'all feel better, but we're coming to the point eventually. But first, I just have to let you know how far down we've gone, because we haven't hit rock bottom yet. So, now we're giving it another day, and I got a message saying, hey, by the way, I can finally log in and see my videos. But as suspected, I think all of the comments are gone, and everything but the most important thing is it's there. All the watch time was accruing. And then they hit me with well, should we go in and actually try it? I was like, whoa, we're not touching anything on that channel for a good, we're not looking at it till next week, okay? We don't even know yet. You just got back into your channel. And I was like, I'm just thanking the heavens that not only are the videos there, but you can actually log into your own account and see it, okay? This is a win for all of humanity. And for me, okay, this is a win for me and you. But can you imagine, one day, you go in, you hire a YouTube consultant for an hour, you think, oh, this person should be knowledgeable enough to do this. Then they hit you with this has never happened to me before, and your channel is nuked and gone. And you're like, oh my God. And yes, by the way, before anyone comes for me, I refunded that money immediately, okay? During the call. I was on the call and I was like, here is all of your money back. I don't know what else right now I can do except to give you my phone number and think that pray to whatever deity you want that over the weekend said channel will return online. So this is all going down, and I go to my call on Tuesday to talk about my wins / opportunities. It gets to my highest high, which was finally having something to share, which is I've had 2 clients renew for content minis. Great. I got 2 channel consultations. So on the surface, things are looking good until then we get to the opportunities where I deleted someone's YouTube channel off the face of the earth. Yeah. God. Anyways, so I say to them, you guys, I don't even know why I even take money to help anyone. I am a fraud. I am feeling like I should never show my face on YouTube / anywhere again, never. And bless their hearts, they're kind of like, first of all, that's bullshit. Trying to do what you've done before, you've even made videos on, and you're confident that you had done it correctly. There was something weird anyway, but the fact is, you're very talented, you're very smart, and we're not going to hear that bullshit. And I was like, my one feeling that I have that isn't dead inside was kind of like, oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. But I needed that at that moment, and that was my community coming forth for me, being like, you don't get to talk like that about yourself. Only we get to talk like that about you yourself. And we're like, no, we're not going to let you talk about yourself like that, because we've known you for years. You are extremely smart and brilliant, and you're always knowledgeable. And you know what? Everyone could make mistakes, And even if you did make a mistake, everything that you offered as a remedy was still, nothing replaces someone's YouTube channel and hard work, but it was I wouldn't even offer that. I wouldn't even thought of that. And so they're like, no, you're being way too hard on yourself. I'm like, am I? Now, moving on, then of course, we start to get the news that the YouTube channel is back, all that stuff. So that made me feel a little better. But then the second YouTube consultation that I had was actually with one of the girls who went with me on the trip, the Creators and Friends trip, okay? So these are my peers, many of which have YouTube channels, including this person's, far surpassing my own, triple, quadruple the size of my channel. And I was literally like, why are you contacting me? Why do you think this isn't me in the midst of wallowing in self-pity? Why does anybody ever contact me for YouTube help. I am a fraud. I am an imposter. I think that I can help people, and then I just delete people's channels off the face of the earth. That's not anything you should pay for. And so I was genuinely shocked and surprised when I saw this come in, and I was like, am I sniffing glue right now? This person wants to like have a conversation and consultation with me about they're more successful than my channel? What? Like, make it make sense, because it doesn't. I am smart, and none of these numbers add up to any equation that I am understanding. And I'm like, I don't know what I can talk to this person about. Okay? Even though this is someone that I've watched their content for a very long time, which I think is actually a win. And like, I would consider them a friend. Like, I feel weird. It feels weird to be like, hey friend, give me your money. Like, I don't like that feeling. And I was like, I don't think that like it's worth it. So I just refunded half the money, and I was like, here's a friend's rate, because in my mind I'm thinking, you're not going to get enough value from this call for you to even feel good about spending half the money. So let me just preemptively give it back to you now. And so, but we have our conversation, and I actually think it went really well. And it's just another one of those, because I'm in the midst of like self-pity, like me being like, I don't think I can help anybody. But then not only do they say that it's having like a good effect on, and like help reaffirm stuff, or I show them some stuff that they've never seen, and like that, like YouTube analytics and whatnot. And I'm like, who, me? What? No. Really? And then y'all, I got a message on Instagram from someone else who was on the trip, on one of these trips, and said, hey, this person said they had a consult with you, and they said it went really well, and I'd like to do that too. And I was just like, a referral? A referral from someone who's a peer of mine / friend, whose, again, channel is substantially larger than mine, being like, I think it would be worth money to give you, like, time with me to talk about my channel. And I'm just like, what is life right now? Because I was this close to jumping off the cliff, because I just deleted someone's YouTube channel off the face of the earth. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? Gals, like, I am losing it. I'm oscillating between like, I'm kind of okay at this, and I should never talk to people about YouTube again. Do you see how this is confusing for everyone, including myself? So then I'm all in my feelings. I get up on the Twitterverse, and I'm like, you guys, here are some random thoughts from my head right now, because I don't even know which way to think straight. And I'm saying, like, I don't understand why anybody is now working with me, because I feel stupid now the majority of the time, and nothing is seeming to work. And like, I don't know, but I do want to help people, and I guess I'll just try again tomorrow, you know, because what else can we do? Now, I am saying that in that moment, the community of people from this trip that I've taken, they've had now 3 iterations of that trip. I was on the first 2. I was not on this last one. So where was it in this realm of conversation and possibility that this person was like, hey, that person who was with me on the first 2 trips, I should contact them for YouTube advice. And I'm like, what? And then I don't know when they had this conversation with the other person to be like, hey, I just had a consult with Shelly, and it was really good. You should do it too. So let it be a lesson. Is it still? Yes, it's still on. Let it be a lesson, first of all, that you never know what your impact is on someone, even if your interactions haven't been, I'm not going to say memorable, but you know what I mean? Like of note. It was just people hanging out, having conversations, and then later them recalling that they want to talk to that person and like think their advice is solid and want their opinion. I don't know how to explain that. But if I'd gone in with this, I'm better than everyone and blah, 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 I'm sure that would be very off-putting for a lot of people. And they would be like, I don't know if I ever want to book with you. So I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I am saying that a lot of these weird opportunities that I've had have come because of the fact that I talk to people like they're normal, like I'm normal. I talk to them at conferences. I talk to them at different stages of, life or trips that we're on together. I guess you would call them work trips. But the fact is, you just never know who you might be influencing or who you might be making some sort of lasting impression on. And I wanted to share that with you. But also the second point is, so that's that community that you're kind of a part of. And the community that you're building, you should always have a tribunal of trusted advisors / friends and peers. And what I mean by that, it may be your accountability group. It may be, that group that you're checking in with, that like I do on Tuesdays about wins, losses, opportunities, and the people who are your cheerleaders to be like, you are not the worst person in the world. This is a mistake that anyone could have made, and you're too damn special and good and talented to be talking to yourself like that. Like, you need those people in your life, because there are going to be plenty of times where, like, you're ready to end it all and be like, you know what? I will delete my YouTube channel off the face of the earth because I should not be coming across and talking to anyone in any kind of way, in any kind of fashion. And that's about where I was. I was just like, I don't even know, y'all. But I did end this call because this is the week that I was facilitating it. We rotate. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to add something else besides just wins and losses, because there was only a certain few of us on the call this week as opposed to the full roster, because people were traveling and having meetings and whatnot. So I was like, I want us to have one goal for next week. Before next Tuesday when we show up, is there one thing that we could commit to? Just one thing. And I was like, I've been talking about some of these things forever. Like, I understand that 5% of my watch time on YouTube comes from my live streams. And the people that are here, you guys are part of my trusted advisors, tribunal, friends, right? It's 5% of my overall watch time on YouTube. My video views come from my long form content, which I haven't made in a very long time. And I understand that. And I'm always talking to some of the people being like, I understand that I need to come back to YouTube and actually make videos, long form videos, not just a weekly live stream, but actual videos. I have been scared to do it. I haven't been talking to people. I haven't been making videos. And I don't know. I've been procrastinating. I've been feeling like all in my feels about it. And I said, my goal before next Tuesday, I don't care what it is, but I will make a video. Any video. It can be a shitty video. It doesn't have to be a good video, but I have to make one video before next Tuesday. That was it. One video. And I don't know if you saw it, but yesterday I put out a very short 3.5 minute video about some of the misconceptions that are coming out with the new 3-minute long YouTube shorts. Just a couple of things. People forgetting that they can be square. People forgetting that they said that it could take weeks to months for it to show up as a short. People forgetting about the Creator Insider video about, you still can't use certain music. So I just said those 3 points. I put in a video, and before I could think about it, I just published it. And I have to say, just, as they say, eating the frog or whatever the expression is, getting that out of the way, actually making a video, actually doing something so that I can go back next week, even if fear was the motivator, to say, I did this one thing. I did it. It didn't have to perform well. It's not a great video. The editing isn't great on it. There are no overlays. There's no titles. There's no fancy schmancy anything. There's no transitions. It's just a couple of jump cuts and me. But the thing is, I said that I was going to make a video. I still didn't know what I was going to make a video about. I just did it. It doesn't have to be long, and it's published. Okay? And you know what? I'm probably going to make another one. I don't even know on what, but I'm tired of even telling you guys every week, guys and gals, I'm going to make a video about this iPhone. I'm going to make a video about my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And then next week I come on and I'm like, oh, I did none of that. You know what I'm saying? So just the fact that I at least put out one video, can we get a... for that? Just saying. All right, Doug Houston is in the chat. Hello, Doug. And you know what? I saw that you had also put out a very similar video too about why YouTube shorts aren't showing up in the shorts shelf yet too. So we made kind of the same video. And then let's see here. YouTube has never been known to make a mistake. And so Larry, you would have wanted the mashed potato. I love mashed potatoes. And then you put enough butter and salt in those taters and it'd be good. Yay, Pixel P watched it. Also, another thing, besides the walking pad, this girl's on her fitness game, y'all. I'm trying to walk more, right? Hence the walking pad. I am trying to drink more water. I never told y'all what's in my cup. In my cup is the Liquid IV strawberry and lemonade is the flavor, and I put in a new order. I'm so excited. I wanted to try the guava. I got to re-up on my tart green apple. It's a like kombucha flavor one. And then I got another strawberry and lemon because I really like that one the best. So I'm really excited for my new Liquid IV order to come in, which I think is like today or tomorrow. Anyone else? We didn't get to hear from Doug or Larry. What's in your cup today? We heard from Pixelpia and from Adam's Exploits. Oh my god. I feel like I've been walking for like forever. This is more walking than I've done. Except for with the dogs. But they're frequent potty breaks. You know what I mean? So I don't have to walk that much. But anyways, I wanted to share with y'all. Basically, oh man, this week was rough. This last week, so rough. And if it weren't for the fact that the friends that I've made, the community that I have, the network of people in my life, like, it would have been a far worse week than I can even imagine. And I think it's important that we are there for others as well. So I reached out to a friend of mine. I'm like, how are you doing? And they're like, I'm struggling. I'm like, what can I do? Like, I will come visit you, okay? Do you want me to bring you a coffee? Do you want me to bring you like a cookie? What would make you feel better in this moment if I showed up with it? Okay? And I did, and I showed up today, and I drove to them. And sometimes we have to make some of that effort in our lives to show up for other people as well. We can't just always, if the analogy is you have to make deposits in piggy banks before you can ask for withdrawals, right? And so little things that we can do, though, is, have a kind word for someone, show up for them when they say that they're struggling, those types of things. And, show up for your friends, check in on them, ask them how they're doing, how you can help. I think it's important that we are there for each other. Cappuccino. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Comments, questions, concerns from the viewer gallery. Let them be known. Ooh, Colleen said, I cleaned a closet today. That's exciting. I'm also working on cleaning out stuff. I am trying to sell the Peter McKinnon bags. I'm trying to clear out some clutter. I am trying to sell my old iPhone. I at least got it listed on Facebook Marketplace. I'm trying to sell an old camera. Okay? All this stuff I'm trying to do. So, next time I see you, I need to tell you my worst mashed potato story that happened to a large group of people. How come you're not going to share it with the class? Rude. Why aren't you going to share it with everybody? But yeah, I think, though, we do have to take into account sometimes the stuff that does make us a little sad. First of all, like the dark that is happening in Seattle, where it's like dark at 4 o'clock. So I've got my little happy light. We're going to see. Hopefully that works. Me complaining that I don't fit into most of my pants and I'm too fat right now. I got my walking pad. At least it's something I can do while I'm inside, whether it's light or dark outside. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to drink more water. I'm trying to walk more. And I'm thinking maybe all of this stuff combined, and when I declutter my life a little and have more money, maybe that will make me happier. We'll see. So, it is a raise on lower one. I don't know if it's like super fancy, because you can get them starting at like $200 on Amazon. It's not like a super fancy one, but it is a raise and lower one. I just never have lowered it or raised it very much in the past. So I'm trying. Like, I've moved my chair across the room, so it's like now quite a big production to move the walking pad and get the chair in here. Although for my Sunday live streams, I do have to move it back. So I have to try and find some sort of system to have like both easily accessible. Have you guys seen those TikTok videos where they do a lot of like fashion, where they're like, it's always a person like walking on like one of these walking pad type things so that they can show off their outfits like they're on a runway? Just watch. I'm start doing some fashion content, and I'm gonna have a few of these different outfits while I'm on my walking pad. That will never happen. Well, you know what? Never say never. Never say never, but that would rarely happen. So, rarely. Okay, at church youth group event, we prepared a huge pot of mashed potatoes for dinner. It tasted so gritty. Oh no. So one of the teens had put sand in the large sausage shaker as a prank. Oh my goodness. Ugh. That's not even your fault though. That's someone else's fault, right? How did they come clean? Did they have to announce it to everybody? I did that. Or did they have to I don't know, that's so weird. Who would do that? Oh, the camera said it was me. I guess I did that. You know what I mean? It's like, which one was it? Did they get caught or did they fess up right away? It was me. I put the sand in the mashed potatoes. Now I need to know the answers. Inquiring minds need to know. Let me know. Let me know. Just imagine what chewing on sand. Oh, I know. Right? Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay. So, if no one else has comments, questions, concerns, I just want you to know, even if I'm having a bad week, I'm still trying to show up. Let that be a lesson for some people. When something is catastrophic and you want to wipe your own face off this earth and YouTube, stuff like that, continue to show up, sometimes even when it's hard, because most of the time it's not always going to be easy. You know, keep showing up. Keep building your community, because sometimes when you might find yourself in a bind, they might be the ones to help pick you up and dust you off and make you feel better about going on. You know what I mean? So, I hope you all have an amazing weekend. If you didn't yet, you should drop a comment, whether it's in the chat now or back as a comment on this live stream about a win, an opportunity, or a goal that you have for the week, and share it with the class. And we can cheer you on together, because we're a little community here and family, right? You're very, very welcome. Thank you. I hope you all have a great weekend, and it's not quite weekend yet, but a great week, and I'll see you in a video very soon. Bye, y'all. Have a good night.